got a flower because y'all will be, I think, happy with me. I have been attending some yoga classes, and the one yesterday, they did a really sweet full moon ritual. And I am sharing this because I suggest that if you can find yourself a flower, any sort of flower, they had us give ourselves kisses on the cheek and forehead with the flowers. And when I tell you that that felt so soothing, highly recommend. All right, let's go ahead and come into an easy seat. Give yourself some breaths and some space. Maybe you can find a little more space in the spine by lifting up, engaging through the core to support the lengthening, the lifting, softening the shoulders back and down. This month we're exploring tapas, niyama that guides us to use like a burning fire of devotion. A quote from Nikolai Bachman, "Make a change. Feel the heat of resistance melt away old habits and burn through ruinous conditioning. Offer negative behavior into the fire of tapas. Chart your course toward freedom." You can use Garuda Mudra if you're enjoying that. That's where we hook the thumbs, placing the hands over the chest, and maybe sway a little. If stillness feels more comfortable or appropriate to you, then do that. I'll share that quote again. Make a change. Feel the heat of resistance melt away old habits and burn through ruinous conditioning. Offer negative behavior into the fire of tapas. Chart your course toward freedom. We will stay for a bit of meditation after practice, and we can revisit this. But for just a few breaths, you might imagine a habit, a conditioning, something that the first thing that pops in your mind that maybe does not serve you, does not help you towards your goals. And for a few breaths, just imagine your life without that. How would you be spending your time or your money or your energy if that habit were to melt away? On an inhale, let's, keeping Garuda Mudra, stretch the arms up and then bring the hands back behind your head. Lift your heart, lift your head. Kind of pull the elbows back in space, big breath. Exhale, round the spine. If the body ever wants to yawn, you can let it. Inhale, lift up, open the arms out. Exhale, round. Next inhale, bring the arms out like a cactus. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to the ground behind you, feet to the ground in front of you. You might stay on your fingertips here. You could try different angles of the arms, but we want to try to roll the shoulders back, puff up the chest, maybe look up, maybe even drop the head back. Do what's right for your body. Looking for a stretch here in the fronts of the shoulders and hopefully finding something along the chest too. And you might play with drawing the elbows towards each other and then away from each other. So there's even a little bit of movement in the shoulder joint. Just be very careful. If you know that this isn't right for your shoulders, do not do it. Maybe you can puff up the chest a little more. You could stay here or plant the hands, bring the feet in a little bit closer, and lift your hips, taking reverse tabletop. Squeeze the glutes to push the hips up. Squeezing the glutes can also help if any of us are having sciatic nerve stuff. Squeezing, engaging those glutes, helping release the nerve that could be pinched up in there. Give it another hard squeeze, and then soften the glutes, sink the hips down, soles of the feet come together, hands come to feet, and then we fold forward and down, Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Breathe. Staying just a couple breaths here, you might whisper a thank you to yourself for showing up, for taking this step to take care of yourself. Let's sit up tall and come on into tabletop. From tabletop, lower your forearms to the ground. Spread your fingers wide. Imagine rooting your fingertips, your knuckles, your forearms, your elbows into the ground. And then we'll rock back and forward. Again, being careful with your shoulders. If anything ever feels not right, don't do it. Also, we don't have to be really stuck to this idea of elbows under shoulders. For some of us, that is going to be what feels most stable. But for some of us, we might find winging the elbows out a little bit feels better. Maybe for someone, it's bringing them in. I don't think the bones will work like that, though. All right, then try to bring your palms together, elbows still on the ground, and press your chest back. Maybe you sink your hips and take a child's pose with prayer pose in the hands here. Look for a stretch in the tricep area. One more breath. Good. Return your forearms and palms to the ground. Tuck your toes. Before we play with dolphin pose a little bit, let's sink down like you're dropping your chest towards the ground. Shoulder blades kind of poke up. And then push the ground away. Shoulder blades will slide apart. Sink down, space between the shoulder blade, kind of gaps. Then push down through the elbows, forearms, hands. Almost a sense of hollowing out in your chest. Now let's let the head drop heavy. Keep pushing down. Toes are tucked. Let's start to lift the knees off of the ground. Core muscles really engaged. Breathe here. Push away with the forearms, elbows, hands. Keep breathing. Hover for a little bit longer. You can remind yourself, I can do hard things. You can also take a couple cycles of breath of fire if you like. All right, drop your knees to the ground. Take child's pose. Keeping the arms stretched up overhead if that feels good. You can always bring the hands out wider. Returning to tabletop, let's lower back down to our forearms, tuck the toes. Again, we're pushing the ground away. Imagine a hollowing in the front of the chest, a lifting of the spine between the shoulder blades. Lift your knees, and then walk your feet forward any amount. Dolphin pose. Let's get the head hanging really heavy. Chest pressing towards the thighs. And keep in mind, these are shorter practices, and for those of us doing it live, it's early in the morning, so we don't have to expect our full range of motion out of ourselves. We're working with what is. One more breath in dolphin. And then lower your knees. Let's come to sit up on our heels. You can keep the toes tucked and then shake the arms out. Maybe reach the arms up overhead and shake them. Last night's yoga class was at the Butterfly Garden at Navy Pier. It was outside. A waitress I met told me about it, so we kind of build a network wherever we are, right? And I knew I was among my people when they had us do wacky inflatable arms like this. One more breath. And then let your arms drop. Pause here and notice. If the toes are angry with this, you can come to stand up on your knees also. Notice any sensation in the arms, the chest. All right, and now tabletop to downward facing dog. Let the head get really heavy here. You can soften the knees, bounce the hips a little, sway the hips, shake out the head. Whatever your little downward dog ritual is, you might become aware of. All right, walk your feet up to the top of the mat, hanging heavy in Uttanasana. On an inhale, like a wave, lift up halfway. Stretch your arms back, look ahead. Exhale, round down, fold down. Inhale like a wave, lifting halfway and pouring down. One more time. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up, stretching to the sky. Exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. On an inhale, stretch your arms up. Hold onto your left wrist with your right hand. Pull up and over to the right side, so like a half moon or a banana shape. You could look down towards the ground or up towards the sky. Another breath. And come through center, switch hands, left hand to right wrist, pull it up and over to the left side, looking down or looking up. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, swan dive all the way forward and down. Step your right foot back and out, planting the foot, bend into your left leg, inhale, warrior one. Next, inhale, reach up a little higher. Exhale, bend the elbows, finding a little back bend. You can move through that. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Inhale, right arm up, left arm down. Exhale, arms parallel to the ground. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, arms parallel. One more. Good. Return to face forward, straighten through your left leg, stretch your arms up, then exhale, hinge forward and down into our pyramid pose. When you get there, see if you can really drape the torso down, let the head hang heavy. You might shimmy the left foot farther to the edge of the mat. You can even bring I'm using my right hand to kind of scoop my belly tissue out of the way so I can drape a little bit more on the inside of the left thigh. And with the head hanging heavy, you might wobble it a little. Intention of releasing tension in the neck. Bend into your left knee, return to warrior one. Bring your hands to your heart, hinge forward, and let's try stepping into the left leg. See if you can find a little balance in warrior three. Right leg stretching back, left foot pressing into the ground, core engaged. You can look straight down and imagine lifting your throat up through your neck, finding extension throughout the spine. And then softly set the right foot down, stretch your arms up, big inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way to the ground. Step yourself back to plank pose. We will breathe here a little longer than usual in the spirit of tapas, of this burning flame of discipline. Keep in mind, you can always lower your knees. You're still getting a huge upper body workout. Pushing the ground away, core muscles engaged. Spine as if it's lifting up to the sky. If the wrists don't like this, you can try to really actively send more energy and weight into your knuckles and fingertips. You could also come to fists. Let's say 3 more breaths. You've got this. I can do difficult things. I am strong and resilient. Next exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes back. On an inhale, lift your heart. Breathe here. Bring your hands out wide off of the mat, up on your fingertips. Maybe lift your chest a little bit more. Dip your left shoulder towards the middle of the mat, looking back over your right shoulder. Come back to center and switch sides. Switch sides, go each way one more time. And lower down, hands alongside your chest, tuck your toes. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step or swing it to the top of the mat. Pivot your left heel down. Cartwheel your arms up. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. About 3 breaths here. Keep the chest lifted, the arms extended wide. Flip your right palm to the sky. Stretch the right arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Bending into that right leg. Right leg's getting stronger. Right side body is getting longer. Imagine breathing into the space between your rib cage on the right side. And on an exhale, cartwheel your arms off to the right side, extended side angle. So right elbow can rest on the right thigh. Maybe you straighten that right arm and stretch the fingertips down towards the ground or a block. Left arm reaching alongside your ear, another breath. And then pivot to face forward. Inhale, reach your right arm up, twisting open. Exhale, right hand to the ground, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold down, 2 more. Inhale, half lift. You can let your spine move like a wave. And inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, maybe taking Garuda Mudra. Hands like eagle wings. Rest and notice. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, fold forward and down. Hands touch the ground. Step your left foot back and out. Planting the foot, bend into your right knee. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Reaching to the sky, bending into the front leg. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms, find a back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, find that cactus. And inhale, reach up. Straighten through your right leg, reach a little higher, and then exhale, hinge forward and down into your pyramid pose. We could bring that right foot out wider. We can scoop the belly out of the way. Let yourself hang heavy. With the head hanging very heavy, you could try moving it around a little bit, looking for a sweet spot of tension release. Slow breath in. Easy breath out. Bend into your right leg. Let's return to warrior 1. Hands to your heart, hinge forward. Try shifting the weight into your right leg, lifting your left leg. Coming into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Press back through your left foot. Press down through your right foot. Notice as we engage our muscles, it's like we can lift out of our joints. Keep the breath moving. Softly set the left foot down. Inhale, Warrior 1. Exhale, bring your hands all the way to the ground. Step yourself back to plank pose. We will breathe here. Knees up or knees down, either way. Say to yourself, I am strong. I am resilient. I am determined. I have a great strength within me. I can do hard things. And then let's lower all the way down. Point your toes back. Breathing in, lift your heart. Breathing out, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, move your hands out wide. Pressing into your fingertips, try lifting a little higher. Dip one shoulder towards the middle. Come back through center, dip the other shoulder towards the middle. Come back through center, lower down, tuck the toes, press yourself up and back. Downward facing dog, or if you'd like to lower your forearms to the ground, take dolphin pose. If you're in dolphin, go ahead and come up to down dog. Inhaling, lift your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or swing it to the top of the mat. Pivot your right heel down, cartwheel your arms up, Warrior 2. Looking over those left fingertips, about 3 full breaths. Flipping the left palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Right arm can hook around behind you. Maybe bend into your left knee a little more. Admire the strength of your legs. See if you can enjoy the stretch through the left side body. And return to Warrior 2, then cartwheel your arms off to the left side. Extended side angle, right arm stretching alongside your right ear. Maybe straighten the left arm and stretch the fingertips towards the ground. Keep breathing. And on an exhale, bring your hands to the ground, pivot facing forward. In your lunge, take a breath. And step your right foot forward. From here, come up on your toes and then sink your hips down, bending your knees. Work with your body. This is asking for a lot of flexion in the knees and the hips. So if you cannot do it, then it's okay. You could take a forward fold instead. If you're doing okay in this little ball shape, maybe you try to wrap your arms around your legs, keeping your chin tucked towards your chest. So we're a little ball balancing on our toes. And when you've had enough of that, we'll go ahead and bring our seat to the ground and roll onto your back. Bring your arms out like a cactus, keeping your feet on the ground, knees pointed to the sky. Just give yourself a couple breaths. As you exhale, imagine releasing any tension in the body that's ready to let go. We can't force these things away. We can just create space for them to transform. Slow, slow motion, knees fall to the left side. As soon as you feel like you're in your full twist, take a breath. And then slow, slow motion, bring the legs back to neutral. And slowly let them fall to the right. Take a breath. Come back to center. Feet as close to the hips as they want to come easily. Then press them into the ground. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Stretch your arms down long. Fingertips reaching towards your heels. You can even walk your upper arms under your chest a little. Chin lifting up towards the sky. Head pressing down into the ground. Setu Bandha Sharvangasana, bridge pose. Squeeze the glutes to press the hips up. Squeeze the glutes. I remember my favorite teacher in Chicago 12 years ago would go around with a stick and say, "Don't squeeze your glutes." And I'd love to have a talk with him now. Yes, with a stick. Times have changed. At least the classes I go to have changed. Squeeze the glutes, press the hips up one more time. And then relax the glutes, release the arms, lower the spine back to the ground. Let things rest for a moment. Let your knees fall to the left side. Come through center, let your knees fall to the right side. Come through center, draw the knees into the chest. Take happy baby or any movement that would feel right to you here for a few breaths. And then set your feet on the ground, stretch your legs long, stretch your arms long, let yourself come into your Shavasana. Tapas is an idea of discipline, sometimes described as a burning flame of discipline. Make a change. Feel the heat of resistance melt away old habits and burn through ruinous conditioning. Offer negative behavior into the fire of tapas and chart your course toward freedom. Deepen your breath and enjoy a stretch. We'll start making our way back up to an easy seat. All right, for anyone who can stay for meditation, we'll do a bit of vigorous breathing exercises from the Kundalini practice, Fists of Anger. Christy knows what's up. And not because she's angry, she and I just used to do a lot of Kundalini together. Sorry. For folks who need to leave, I hope you have a wonderful day. Give yourself moments of pause and breath and hydration. Smooth transition, Carly. All right. For folks who want to stay and build some heat to burn away some anger, frustration, old habits, this is called Fists of Anger. We'll take Mushti Mudra, which is actually the gentle fist, thumbs coming towards the base of the pinkies, then making a fist over that. So curling your fingers over. Do that on both hands. Thumbs to the root of the pinky, curl the fingers over. We're going to sit tall. I'll demonstrate. So I like to do this when my pets are not around, because one time I clunked my cat on the head when he was walking by and my eyes were closed. So be aware of your surroundings, because we really do want to use a considerable amount of energy. I'll demonstrate because this is a bit different than what we usually do. Lots going on there. So doing a backstroke, very vigorous backstroke. Take care of your shoulders and arms. We're breathing vigorously through an O-shaped mouth. Very similar to breath of fire. And the eyes are looking up to the third eye point. This took me a while to get the hang of, so go easy on yourself. Maybe do it in bursts. While we're doing this, so it's like we're pulling something up by the root and throwing it behind us. You can think of that hostile gardening, pulling up those bad habits, pulling up angry thoughts, angry memories, pulling it up, throwing it behind you, looking to the third eye point, breathing through the fire. All right, so we'll go for, let's aim for 1 minute. This is a lot of work. I'm gonna get my timer set. We'll aim for a minute, see how it feels, then see if maybe we can do another minute. All right, Mushti Mudra, sit up tall, breathing through the mouth. Give it all you got, halfway there. Ten more seconds, keep going. Big breath in, interlace your fingers, flip the palms to the sky. Hold the breath in, squeeze your root lock, engage all the muscles of the anus, the sex organs. Imagine pulling it all up your spine. Pull the energy up your spine, stretch your arms up. Keep pulling the energy up, up, up. When you're ready to exhale, do it, releasing the arms down. Fingertips touching the ground, sit tall, breathe, and observe the reaction to this practice. What does the energy inside of you feel like? What's the mind chatter have to say? Open to receive information, but not accepting these observations as anything more than that. All right, let's see if we can do another round. burning through our habits, our thoughts. Bring our hands into Mushti Mudra and pull it up by the root. Keep going. Think of something that has angered you, your behavior, someone else's, just a little bit more. Big inhale. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms up to the sky, engage root lock, squeezing everything from the very base of your tailbone all the way up the spine. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, stretch up. Hold as long as you can. When it's time to exhale, blow through your mouth, fingertips coming down to the ground. Pause here and observe. And breathe in fully. Exhale through the lips. Two more. Fingertips to shoulders, sitting tall. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Come back to center. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, pull the arms down, fists coming to your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Imagine the exhale is purifying. One more. Try to catch one wrist with the hand behind your back and fold forward. Adjust your legs if needed. Only fold forward as much as feels right to your body. Several breaths. And let's sit up tall. Find a comfortable seat. And we'll rest in meditation and observation of our experience for the next couple of moments. You might bring your fingers into Garuda. Garuda Mudra is welcome. I'm at Jnana Mudra, thumb tips and index fingertips meeting. drop your attention onto the nostrils, the space where the breath comes in and leaves. And from the vantage point of your nostrils, you might also be aware of other sensations in the body. If the mind is carried off with thoughts, just return. Return to sensations, to the experience of now. Make a change. Feel the heat of resistance melt away old habits and burn through ruinous conditioning. Offer negative behavior into the fire of tapas. Chart your course toward freedom. If you'd like to close this practice by chanting one round of Om, you can sit tall with your hands together at your heart or on your heart, breathing in to create your vibration. Deep bow of gratitude to you for your efforts, to the ancient teachers and teachings for these practices. Thank you for sharing your time. I'll see you tomorrow.